Hey Gwenters, welcome back for another episode of Gone Gwenting. So I've been thinking about my bondage deck a little bit and wanted to get a few more bondage plays. That way we could really max out the amount of bondage we were laying down through this deck. Mostly just to make faster progress on the 1000 bonded triggers that we have to get for that bonded trigger one, but also this drunken bonds, play 10 units with bonded category. These week 11 is the final week to accomplish each of these journey requirements. We have 16 more days as of June 13th. So if you are interested, if you want to be able to get those 20 extra keys for completing this, and then also note here, when you pick Geralt, you can actually get this CD Projekt Red logo in Unlikely Friendship is the bottom one. I've completed the Dandelion portion. So after I complete these last couple, I will be able to equip this little cardinal symbolizing my love and respect for CD Projekt Red. We also can get this little panda bear, the Zerrikanian bear mascot, this month as well. So anyway, let's get right into this. No need to drag this out. This is what I'm referring to my Undead Bondage MaXXXed deck. So we here are going to play basically two different strains of humans. We're going to go for, to get synergy with Drog, we have Roche Merciless, and we are going to pair him with our Blue Stripe Scouts and our Blue Stripe Commandos. I think you guys have probably seen how that works. Just get a bunch of Blue Stripes out and use them to pair with Drog, get a bunch of Drog play going on there. Reinforcements, though, we can use with our Caravan Vanguard. We will use Operator to play those, and then we will also use Queen Adalia to play those. So we're just going to get a bunch of Caravan Vanguards out. The one thing we do have to be concerned about is them getting wiped off, because we will be using Mobilization with the Blue Stripe Scouts to play another one from our deck in order to get maximum bonding between these units. So just some stuff to keep in mind, though that Zeal that works with the Mobilization can be really helpful as well with Blue Stripes Commandos. So if you would like, you can switch this up. I think Inspired Zeal works really well, especially for Vernon. So if you would prefer to switch that out, please feel free to do that. I think they just pros and cons to each of them. If you wanted to add in on Sayus instead, he works really well with Inspired Zeal. You can play him to the range row, boost him to 6, and get him that Zeal right away, so he can knock out I think up to a 10-point unit. I have to do the math at 6, and we'll be down to 4. Does 4 back 2, so a 9-point unit. That can't quite take down 10. Unless you have a shield, then you can basically take out twice his number, right? We've gone through that. A little bit more than twice his number. All right, so we have Caravan Vanguard. We have Operator. We really want Adalia. That's the only other one we really need to make this work. So I'm just going to look here. Don't really need 2 Forbidden Magics. That's a little bit much. Yeah, I would prefer to use... we can use this Blue Stripe Scout on this Caravan Vanguard, I guess. But let's see if we can't get... I mean, we can pull Adalia out with this Royal Decree. It's just a little bit over the top in terms of total card play. I have not gone up against somebody playing Skellige. I find this really interesting play for him to make. Queen's Guard seemed a bit odd for me. I don't want to just hand this to him, so I'm actually just going to go ahead and play Forbidden Magic just to wipe her off. Unsure why he went for that play. But that also gets us, the Executioner. There's several different contracts we are working on here that this deck is so good for. Bonded being primary. Death Blow with these Kedwenny Revenants is also going to get played a bunch. The older deck is a bit better for shield. This one does not have as many shields. It's also better for Brute Force because you can remove your own shields as well. And then note, I also have tagged down here Soldier of Fortune. We have this ongoing event right now, the Summer Festival. Hurry and get as much of that done as you can, and then you can actually complete a daily quest every day. That is going to give you a key for your reward books, but it's also going to track on these on this Mercenary Soldier of Fortune contract where you have to accomplish these quests without faction alignment. So those can be really good. All right, so right here, I'm thinking, you know, we could do damage to him. I'm not really concerned about that. This Kedwani Revenant, in my opinion, is just kind of doing whatever. So instead, I think let's get down Operator. We are going to spawn him a Caravan Vanguard. And then just keep playing this out nice and slow. So we also do have, the reason why it's allowing mobilization, we actually have another one of these Kedwani Revenants in the deck. Just don't really have need for it. So something I maybe should have thought about as a separate option here too. He should have killed this Caravan Vanguard. That was bad play on his part. But something I probably should have thought about was that I could have played Vernon Roach and killed a 2-point character. I did not do that. Probably would have been smart for me to have damaged this Caravan Vanguard and done that, but I chose not to. So instead here, we're just going to go for max bond play. So we're going to go play a unit. And here, I actually think we're going to just play this Kedwani Revenant as the second card. But right now, let's play Queen Adalia. She's going to play one of these Caravan Vanguards. And for our second one, like I said, we are going to go ahead and play this Kedwani Revenant. This row, and then each of these are going to play for twice, but I actually want to get out reinforcements first. And again, this probably isn't the best play to make in order to necessarily win, but I am showing you guys how you can get the most bondage triggers. I should probably stop referring to it as bondage. Most bonded triggers, right? So that works out well for me. I think you know, we are no longer going to be able to pull out Vernon because of using it on Royal Tactics, that Royal Decree, but this is working out fine for us. We're going to go ahead and use this reinforcements and just kind of spread this love around.
Stay true to our way, we must always.
So there we are. If you have counted, after we played the Operator, we played Adalia. That was the first trigger. And we just played 2 more. So we're already at 3 triggers. Just go ahead and use his damage on Sigvald. Honestly, I don't really care. He has, very interestingly, already used up his leader ability and boosted Sigvald. Not sure why he has done that. Alright, then we're just going to keep playing. We're up to bonded number 4.
A long road walked we have.
And we're going to get bonded number 5 from this next play, and you can actually get bonded 6 from Blue Stripe Scout. We're going to save Blue Stripe Scout to play with Vernon Roche if we can get him. If he keeps playing, we're just going to keep going. Again, we're on red coin here, so we basically are just keeping par with him. I'm enjoying getting as many of these bondeds as I can. Now, you can also sub out in this deck. If you want, you can put in Voimir. I mean, I think Voimir is going to give a point for each of these, right? So you can just kind of get massive points, and then also the not just the points, but you're also going to get the armor as well, right? So because Voimir boosts each unit of the same type by 1, and the armor. So mobilization works well with these, right? So they get boosted by 2. They do get Zeal, which gets wasted, but so he's going to go up to 8 points, and then 3 as the additional card as well. So just big point play that you can make there. This guy's been playing from underneath, so even though we've like way overplayed this round, we're actually going to just be able to give a pass here. I'm not sure why he's still trying to compete. He's down by 14, but because we're on tied card numbers, he's going to go down next turn anyway, so maybe that's what he's thinking. But we're going to go ahead and pass. And then basically the idea here with Vernon Roach and Blue Stripe Scout, if you can get those lined up, the idea behind that is so that you can use Drog to get a bunch of those going and make that work for you. So just something to keep in mind. I wonder if he is working on a contract of his own where he needs to damage his own units by a certain number of points. There is one of those contracts. I will say though, that one kind of just completes itself. If you play enough Skellige, you don't even really have to work at it too hard. If you really want to make progress on it though, use Artis. Oh, I love Artis. Oh, I should make a separate video on him. It's just wrong. It's wrong what you do with him. So Blue Stripe Scout really only has synergy with those commandos, so that's just something to keep in mind. Now look, we have turn advantage. I mean, we already have the win, so I see no reason to play this out. We'll go ahead and let him do whatever it is that he wants to do. I mean, he's going for self-damage and then just playing total unit cards. I'm not 100% clear what his game strategy was here. The only thing, you guys have seen this before, the only thing really to be worried about here is just making sure that you are not overplaying. Alright, we got Blue Stripe Scout. I think we've got everything lined up. The only thing we don't have is Sabrina Glavesig. Would love to have her. She helps to trigger that death blow ability here, but you know, it's fine. You know, let's go for it once. Don't really need these shields. Yeah, we'll keep Stamelford's Tremors instead. I just don't, the reason I didn't go for both, I really don't want to get these, either of these Blue Stripe Commandos into my hand. That would really nerf them quite a bit. Alright, so here, actually, I think what we're going to go ahead and do, we're going to do something a little bit weird. We're going to play this Necromancy spell, so this is another way you can get some more bond triggers. We're going to go ahead and play this to front row, and we're going to play it again. And we're just going to go ahead and keep stacking these up. There we go. I think we're up to, I think I lost count, but I think we're at 7 bonded triggers that we've had just this game. We'll be able to check at the end when we see our progress. But there you go. A lot of good stuff you can do with that. All right, now here we're going to be able to line up Vernon's Death Blow with this Dimeridium Shackle on the Longship and Dimeridium Shackle on the Colossus Lafrite. I just have to imagine that he is working some kind of contract because we haven't played exceptionally well, but he's played worse than we have, so, you know, is what it is. So yeah, he went ahead and through that game. But you can see, because we completed the daily quest, we've made progress on that Soldier of Fortune. And you guys can also see here just exactly how fast this can help you progress. As you know, Seasonal is a place where people often work on these, but look at that, 8 bonded keyword triggers. You know, this is 8 units with bonded keyword, so we only triggered it 7 times because of the first time we played that. Although I'm not 100% sure how that tracks, right? Because we played that with the operator, so we didn't actually play the card, it just spawned it. So maybe it counts it, maybe it doesn't. Please leave in the comments if you have analyzed that further. But, you know, this is a great way for me to make progress on this. And then the final piece here, eavesdropping, is just finish 3 matches in any online mode. Pretty easy to do, so we're going to be making progress on that. I'll be up to 53 keys as soon as that is accomplished, which we can then use. I've been working on these seasonal charts. You guys know I love the card backs. I am a glutton for card backs. Really beautiful card backs that they have in this season of Magic. In fact, I have already gotten the Stregobor card back with these 2 doves or white ravens. I'm not actually sure which one they are. If you know, please leave that down as a comment or feedback. But until next time, looks like white ravens. But until next time, please let me know what you guys are working on. Let me know if you found a fun deck. Let me know if you want me to solve some kind of puzzle for you. Say you got some new card and you're still trying to make it work in a new faction. You guys know I love those. I love walking through what my thought and strategy of in my gameplay are. But I am truly grateful for you guys and your participation. So send that to me. Let me know get engaged on my Discord server I've just launched, and let's keep participating with each other and have some fun. But until then, get out there and keep on Gwenting.